In the previous video, we learned how to create basic plots with ggplot2. This video will help us learn creating scatterplot, adjusting point size and aesthetics, and removing aesthetics property. Aesthetics mapping describes the appearance of a geometric object in ggplot2. To change the appearance of a geometric object, one can use the AES function to map data variables to visual properties. By setting the aesthetics mapping, we can change the position, size of the elements, shape of items, and color of a given geometric object. To get started, you need to ensure you've installed and loaded ggplot2 into your R session. Also, you need to complete the previous steps by storing sample_sum in your R environment. We need to perform some steps to add aesthetics to the plot. First, we create a scatter plot by mapping year_month to the x-axis and total_sales to the y-axis and province to color. This is the line of code. We run it and then plot the graph. You can see the output on the right-hand side of your screen. Next, set the aesthetics mapping on the geometric object. Let's set aesthetics mapping and call G2. You can see the output. Next, we resize the point of a scatter plot by setting up the size option in geom point. Now, adjust the point size of the scatter plot by setting the size property in the geometric object. Here's the output. Since we can set up the aesthetic mapping by the geometric object, we check what happens if we set the color to blue on the point geometry object. So, moving on, we adjust the aesthetics property by geometric object by using the geom_line function. From the figure, we determine that the color of point geometry turns blue, but the color of the line object remains the same. You can see all the points are connected by lines. Moreover, we can transform aesthetic mappings of the geometric object and override the original visual properties. Also, we can override the position of the y-axis. Set the y location to total sales /10,000. Let's override the position of the y-axis using geom_point function. Here's the output. You can see the scale of the y-axis changes accordingly. Besides overriding the original aesthetics properties, moreover, we can remove the aesthetics property by setting the property value to null. Here you can see we've removed the aesthetic property. All colored points turn black. You can map an aesthetic property to a variable or set the value to the layer parameter. In the following figures, by setting the color to blue in the AES function, the plot creates a new variable containing blue values, and all points on the plot now become the same color. But the color of the points may not be blue. On the other hand, if we set the color to blue in the layer parameter, we can see all points on the canvas turn blue. The color of points is red now. Let's set the color to blue. You can see the color changes to blue. Awesome! In this video, we've learned changing aesthetics mapping and removing aesthetics property. Amazing! In the next video, we'll take a look at geometric objects.